Now we have our other top seed here. Who knows? Or maybe this will be another upset. I mean, Garry Tonon.
Garry Tonon.
Less than a year with his black belt, but been competing all over the world. Yeah, very impressive guy.
The very first EBI was, things were a lot different. There was a lot less pressure because EBI wasn't what it is today. Nobody really knew what it was. It was a brand new thing. Eddie had this big vision for this event, and I was like, oh, that seems kind of cool, but let's see what happens, And sure enough, his vision, is starting to work out.
From EBI 1, Garry Tonon has just been pretty much unstoppable.
That's textbook. Oh. Right into that heel hook. All right.
He's won belts in multiple classes, just completely has dominated in EBI.
Sarah. Keith, thank you. PJ, my boys right here. Boogie, all you guys. Max, Rocha. It's your responsibility, a guy on defense. You better be on that defense. You better be extra on it. Not I got 3 seconds to rest. I'm going to be chilling. Go, ready, set, boom. I wasn't ready. I'm going to be right here making sure you're ready. Offense on point, defense on point. And I'm going to say ready, set, go. Okay, I'm gone.
So both hands right in the middle.
Right in the center of the chest. The shows have been going so good lately. They've been going so goddamn good lately that in the beginning, I always pushed for action. Always reminded the competitors, damn, you guys got to go out there and fucking go for it. Win or lose, you just got to go out there and perform. And I'm like, this is a show. We're trying to survive. There ain't this big pile of money that we're all buying jacuzzis and shit with and condos. We're surviving here. So the more you go out there and just put on a goddamn show, the better for the show. There's always going to be a couple matches where it's like, you know what? This guy's way too crazy dangerous. Let me take him into overtime. That's going to happen a couple times, and I understand that. But we got to do everything we can to minimize it. So bear with me. I'm just trying to put together the most exciting show. Everything's designed to push. Why are you stalling?
Or you just letting the audience know, or
Never given a yellow card before. You know what? There's enough. Obviously, if I'm pulling out the yellow card, there's enough stalling going off. We just keep it going. Boom. We don't stop it. I just go bam, boom, poof. Watch the crowd go nuts. Yeah. Were you here for the yellow card thing? You don't have to worry about that generally. Garry, he's not trying to get to overtime anytime. It might happen one of these days. Hugh Hefner, ladies and gentlemen. Show me the latest leg locks you guys are working on. Perfect. Can I get the latest leg locks, John?
That we've been working on the single. It's called.
Please.
We've been
Can
working
I
on
just
single.
get it? At what point?
We call it the truck. It's this movie. We
No, you guys call it crossbody rock. Yeah, we know what you call it.
It's like the codes. They broke the codes.
We gotta switch to a new language, John.
Yeah.
What do you think, Swahili?
How about we call it the twister?
Yeah, that's a good one.
No, crackhead control.
What
in
about
New York.
Scorpion Death?
Deathlock? I like that.
What is this,
I like it
Scorpion
better
hammer?
that way, though.
Scorpion.
Just Scorpion?
Scorpion
Yeah, that's a
Deathlock
nice
is way
one.
cooler. I think
Scorpion, that sounds good.
We need to hire somebody from 10th Planet for nomenclature, John. That's really, in terms
Do
of
you guys have a different name for crackhead control?
We call it heroin addict control.
Do you get that though? Do you get why it's called crackhead control? There's a reason for it.
Because crackheads are very hard to control.
Damn.
On paper, the two favorites for EBI 13 are Garry Tonon, no doubt, and Vagner Rocha. And they just had a match in Abu Dhabi, and Vagner beat him. So now this is a perfect opportunity for Garry Tonon to redeem himself, and it's an opportunity for Vagner to solidify that win.
There's more and more pressure every show, I think, to have a good performance and to succeed. I think the guys that are coming into the tournament fresh that haven't won before, I think there's a greater competitive advantage to those guys, more so than the guy that has been there for a while. absolutely, it'll be a motivating factor to be able to come back and defend my EBI title and beat him in the finals. But a lot of crazy things can happen. You know, there's a lot of good people on his side of the bracket that I may not even face him. I do believe this particular format, I have a much greater edge to be able to defeat him than in like a points tournament. So I think he should be more concerned than me about being able to win.
For the millions of viewers watching around the world on UFC Fight Pass, pay-per-view, and inch-by-inch TV. And those of you here in our audience tonight, it's time for the EBI 13
Ooh, nice transition to the back.
Chance Bros. He's got nothing to lose here. Looks like he's going for the legs. Face of Swords is grimacing.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. As you said, it seems to be. Oh, there it is.
Wow. Kind of like that right there. That's good knee bar.
Knee bar, there it is.
That's it.
Lucas Valente. Go, Ross gets the submission within regulation.
He's not out yet.
Rolling.
It's nice. You see what I'm
Pretorian,
talking about?
able
That
to
kid is
escape.
amazing.
And he got to believe with all the time that he racked up, he is on his way to the quarterfinals.
Ooh, nice back toe.
Now trying to get on the back of the Tonin.
On that arm. Oh, he rolls back into it.
Nicely done, Garry Tonon.
TJ doesn't want.
Oh! There it is.
Yeah,
Trying to extend that arm.
Yep,
Finds
he's
the
tapping
winning
the
tap.
back. Yeah.
Nathan Orchard, victorious on his way to the semifinals. Looks for another. Vagner Rocha trying to punch his ticket.
Nice.
Nathan Orchard says no, sir. EBI 13.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, nice grip. That for sure is going to get him a break.
Now he's got the 2-on-1. Tonin wrenching Valente. Hanging tough. Garry Tonon. In on the leg. Catches Nathan Orchard. Lucas Valente having some fun.
Because it's overtime, you can't get the leg punch. But he slipped around the side.
It's in. There it is, Garry Tonon on his way to his 5th EBI final.
Garry Tonon!
Vagner Rocha will get the rematch with Garry Tonon. He took ADCC bronze away from the Lion Killer. Now he will try to wrestle away EBI gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our EBI 13 finals match. The winner will become the EBI lightweight champion. Introducing first to the mat from Ocean County Jiu-Jitsu, the reigning, defending EBI lightweight champion, the Lion Killer, Garry Tonon! And his opponent, from Vagner Rocha Martial Arts, he's Vagner Rocha!
Last time they met, it was for ADCC bronze. Vagner Rocha looks to rip apart the championship reign of Garry Tonon. There will be no points. Tonin has some unfinished business here with Rocha. here we go, underway. Rocha is taking the long route here to this final, winning all of his matches via overtime. Garry Tonon, business as usual, stopping all of the opponents in regulation.
Their own areas where they're special at it. Ooh, nice scissor sweep to whatever. Gets into inside Tsugaku, honey hole. And Vagner's dropping down to create some space, but that foot's still trapped.
Garry Tonon looking to try to wrap up his big championship. He does it! Garry Tonon remains the lightweight king. He stops Vagner Rocha and banks another $20,000. Unbelievable. The Lion Killer does it again.
And still, the EBI lightweight champion, the Lion Killer, Garry Tonon.
What?
Your EBI record, do you know what it stands
EBI
for?
record, like match per match. Let's see. So that's 5 EBIs, right? So
I'll save you the trouble. You're 22-1.
Okay.
22-1
Okay.
Obviously,
That's right, the absolute one. Yeah.
right. Obviously, lightweight champion, multiple weight class champion. When do you end? Do you just keep going? Do you just keep,
Well, we're beginning the stages of my mixed martial arts career now. You might see me in the combat jiu-jitsu coming up, but my main focus now is going to shift. So if I do continue to compete in EBIs, which I'd like to, if it conflicts with times that I have to fight and things, fighting is getting the priority now. So you'll probably continue to see me in grappling. I'm very excited. I love grappling. It's the first thing that I fell in love with in terms of my life in a sport. So I'll always be there, I think, but now because the focus is shifting towards mixed martial arts, you're going to see me competing more in that aspect, so maybe some of my teammates will rise to be the new stars of EBI as well as I did, hopefully better.
would you call yourself the Hoist Gracie of the Eddie Bravo Invitational?
I wouldn't want to say that, because he always had his own reign, and it's a totally different thing, and he was amazing. But hopefully, I'm just the Garry Tonon of EBI. I want people to remember my name, and hopefully, I leave a legacy that is creative and unique, all in itself.
The points competitors and the points fans, they've always looked at sub-only as subpar. And those champions aren't as good as our points champions, but it's not like that anymore. Look what Gordon Ryan did at ADCC. Look what Garry Tonon did. Look at Craig Jones, prove to the world that you got to recognize the sub-only movement is for real. And it's a whole different animal. These competitors in this movement, they're experts in closing the show. They're experts in submitting their opponents. We're starting to see the come up of the sub-only game.